Hello and welcome to my knitting podcast. This is episode 29 and I'm Marleen. I'm coming to you from the Netherlands and this is a video where I talk about all the things that I knit. I love to knit, I love to crochet as well and also sewing, but I don't do that anymore, not that often anymore. So I don't have anything to show you, unfortunately. But I've many whips. So if you have any time, please take a nice beverage. I always like to drink tea or water, in this case water. And then we'll just talk about everything. For all the Dutch people watching, there won't be a Dutch episode, unfortunately, because I don't have that much time this week. So I hope I will be able to record next week again in Dutch. But today and with Easter this weekend, it's not possible for me. So I hope you enjoy the English version. It has been a while since I recorded, 4 weeks, if I remember well. Yeah, it has been a while. I don't know why. I just had a really big cast-on party and I invited a lot of knitting projects to my party, and but they were all things that I wanted to do for so long. They were all projects that I actually thought about already for a year, I think, and on a certain point I felt like, okay, Marleen, just pick a couple of them, which you really like and which you really want already for a very long time. And then you're allowed to cast them on. So that's what I did. And now I didn't even count them because I'm scared of the number. I think in total maybe 8 or something. 1, 2, 3, 7. Okay, 7. There are 7 projects. So that's not that much, but I still have 2 blankets as well. And I have 2... oh yeah, that's also... So I have 11. Yeah. So I have also 2 projects that I want to make a pattern of, but that will be a longer while because it will be a winter pattern that I would like to make. So yeah. But the main part of this party is that I made an agreement with myself that it's okay and that they don't need to be finished that quick. So the idea is actually that it's a long party. So the cast-on party has started and now I can enjoy being surrounded of things that I want to knit or different techniques that I haven't done for a while. And so I'm very happy with that. And I hope this episode won't be too long because I also have to record a Dutch one. So maybe that will be a smaller episode as well. And the main thing that I really like about this way of knitting is that it keeps pulling me back and reminding me why I knit. Because sometimes, and especially, I don't know if there's any other knitters who are watching who also make videos on YouTube, maybe they can recognize things in this, that sometimes when you record, it feels like you need to finish something or you need to knit a little bit more. So you're able to record again, so you have something to talk about. And I think I don't want to have that feeling anymore. So, okay, this is, how you say, quite a big method. Or rigoureus, we say in Dutch. Vigorously? No. Now, so it's kind of a big decision to make that you cast on so many whips and then you have so many whips and you need to finish them. But actually, because of the amount of whips that I have now, it reminds me, Marleen, just enjoy the knitting. And I hope, yeah, if you're watching this, you can give me some patience, because it will take a longer time, of course, to finish all those things. But I would love to talk about more about the way knitting has, because it's not a very fast craft, you know. So and I'm not a really fast knitter. I think I am average. So, and I don't have that much time, so I actually want to knit faster. But yeah, well, we need to have some balance in our life, and I think it's good to remind yourself, or remind myself, that it's really something for me, and I like to share it by these videos with you. And but yeah, sometimes we can be very tough to ourselves in our head, the little voices that tell you to that it's going too slow, or that you made a mistake, or that you're not good enough or anything. And I think that's really important to shush those voices, and to tell yourself that everything is okay, and everything will be okay. And yeah, just to give yourself a little bit more love, and more knitting love. So, and it's really funny, because it can also work the other way around, that I mean, I could also feel drowned about the amount of whips, but yeah, it's really funny that it doesn't drown me. It actually makes me float, yeah, and it makes me the center of all these beautiful whips that decided to show up on my knitting party. Oh, it's really funny. Yeah, I would like to just start with all the things, because I can talk about it a long time, but then you won't see anything, and I would have talked already for like an hour. So, different setting. I thought the light would be a little bit more better, and because I'm wearing the No Frills sweater and it's black, I thought I need a little bit more sunshine, because a lot of people, when I wore it last time in the episode, they said, yeah, it's a very nice sweater. I think I cannot see it that well, so I wanted to record it again and show you a little bit. So there's a hair already. So it's a very, very beautiful sweater, and I really love it a lot. But as you can see, everything you can see on it, all the little fluff. That's the negative side of black, but I love black. It's really I love the color black for some reason in clothing. I have many days that I only wear black, yeah. But during the springtime, I noticed that I want to wear a little bit more of color, and I'm also wearing a handmade skirt underneath, so I think it will balance it out. And I love this color as well. I have a lot of clothing in this color, especially for in the summertime, summer clothing. Need to take a sip. I made a lot of changes on the pattern, the No Frills sweater, because I used 2 strands of Sandnesgarn Sunday. And if you would like to know all the adjustments, I recommend that you watch the episode where I'm wearing this as well. Then I will tell you everything about it. Oh yeah, I recommend, if you would like to know a little bit more about the No Frills sweater, because it's a very nice pattern, and I did some adjustments to fit the size, because I didn't meet the gauge, of course, with 2 strands of Sunday holding double, because the original pattern is recommended to have 1 strand of Sunday and 1 strand of mohair. So I actually knitted the size small, I think, and then split it for the sleeves and the body. But yeah, I'm really happy how it turned out. And actually, that's why I really love raglan sweaters like this. You can adjust the size really easy. Oh, the washing machine is turned on. Just a second, I will just close the door a little bit. I turned it off now, so that will help with the noise. Yeah, so but it's a really nice pattern, and I loved the knitting. I had some problems when I finished it, or almost finished it, because I didn't have that much. I say sometimes when you start a project, you can really feel like the beginning is really nice, and splitting of the sleeves is nice, making a sleeve and the other sleeve, and then you need to knit the body, and that can be kind of boring. And that's most of the time the part where I lose interest, and I think, when is it finished? Can we skip to the end? I really love that sentence. Can we skip to the end? I have a finished project as well, but I haven't weaved in all the ends yet. So yeah, please forgive me. And it's still wet, so I blocked it. Oh, and I forgot to tell, this is something that I macrameed. So I did a workshop in Amsterdam, and with a lady, and together with my mother, we made this. So my mother made one as well, and I made one as well. So yeah, I'm really, and it's also very nice because every time that I watch it, it reminds me of that beautiful day with my mother. Yeah, it's really nice. My mother and I really, how you say, love to do crafting. Yeah, love to craft. So she crochets a lot, and she crochets blankets. It's her preferred project, and she can crochet really fast. So she can, yeah, in a couple of months she has a blanket, and, and in a couple of months I have one sweater knitted, and not even weaved in the end. Oh, Marleen, be a little bit more nicer to yourself. Yeah. No, but my mother, she can really crochet very fast. So she's now crocheting a blanket for me as well, and she crochets already 2 blankets for my daughters. So yeah, it's really nice, and I love the cotton of the blanket because it's more heavier. So it gives you more, I say, comfort. Like you have those blankets who are, I say, on purpose very, very heavy, but this to calm you down. But this is naturally heavy and calms you down as well, I think. Yeah, so I would love to have that crochet blanket and have that experience as well. But without further ado, I want to show you the Moby Sweater. So I'm going to talk again about the Moby Sweater from Petite Knit, because I was rambling and I didn't know if anyone would follow what I wanted to say. So I thought, okay, Marleen, just start again. I knitted up the Moby Sweater. It's finished now, and well, it's not finished, it's finished. And I knitted it with the Double Sunday from Sandnesgarn. I used it in the color white. The color number is 1012, and I knitted it up in a 4mm needle. I don't know how much skeins I used, but I also had to order a little bit more because I didn't have that much. And it's really funny because if I hold it up now, you can see the difference of color. I think you can see it, this and this, but if I look at it, I cannot see it. It's really funny. It's not visible with your own eye, but on the camera I can see it, so maybe it's only because of the camera now, but yeah, it's really funny. It's not visible here. Yeah. And it's still wet. Maybe that's also the thing, that you can see it on video or on camera. But oh, it's so beautiful. Look at that. Oh, I'm really enjoying this sweater, and I'm so happy because I was so scared about the size, and I shouldn't have, because now I blocked it. So yesterday I wore it without blocking, and I thought, oh, I need to frock it. I need to rip it out and start over again. And I was really, yeah, you can really be depressed almost, or yeah, get moody about it because you worked so many hours on it. And I'm so happy that it turned out really fine. And I can really recommend anyone. So this is my first real cabled sweater. So anyone who had never knitted a cable sweater and wants to knit it, or is knitting on it one, and you're doubting about the size, don't doubt about it, because after blocking it changes everything. And the cables will, how you say, I don't know why, but they get more stretched and more on their, how you say, every stitch gets their place or something. And then the size changes so much. So from really a negative ease, I now have the positive ease that I would like to have. So yay! But of course I didn't have any time to weave in the end, so that's why I didn't do that yet. I also knitted it longer, and of course the sleeves I knitted longer. I used how you say that? I used 120 rows to get my sleeves, so they're much longer than recommended. And I went from 86 stitches to 66, so 66, sorry. And I used 30 rows for the hem, and I did a tubular cast off, and I think it looks gorgeous. Look at that, it's so pretty. Oh, it reminds me of whipped cream for some reason, you know, like a beautiful cake with some buttercream on top of it in a beautiful shape. Yeah. In a beautiful shape. Yes, I think it's very, very beautiful, and I enjoyed this so much, and I hope I will wear it as much as as possible, because now it's still cold in the Netherlands. It's really funny. A couple of weeks ago it was really warm, and I thought, okay, I can put all my winter clothes away, but no, it's still cold. Yay! So I can wear this. So tonight I will weave in the ends, so I can wear it tomorrow. And I will put also a video that I'm wearing it, so you can see it. But now it's still wet, so it gives me always, it's really funny, if I wear cool wet clothes, when you're supposed to be dry, yeah. And it gives me a yucky feeling. I really can, ooh, yeah. Like, you know, when you're feverish, sometimes my mother used to give us the, so make our socks wet and put them on again. And that feeling that you're really warm, lying in your bed and getting wet socks on your feet. Ugh. Yeah, it's a good method to diminish or to get the fever down, but yeah. So that's about it. I think I wanted to talk about the Moby Sweater. Maybe it's nice also to explain because this is the, I need to see it, the mock cables, these are called, and these are the normal cables, and this is the double moss stitch. Yeah, really pretty, huh? Oh, I love it so much. And I'm really looking forward to knitting another cable sweater, but this one will be really oversized, I know, because there's like maybe 15 centimeters of positive ease already calculated in the pattern, and it will be a pattern of fiber tails. That's it. And then I have many other whips, so I will just continue talking. I want to knit this one as well for a very, very long time, because I want to, I have a lot of We Are Knitters, the cotton, and I understand why I bought a lot of these, because it's really beautiful yarn or cotton, but I don't like the color anymore that much. I don't know, it doesn't fit me anymore. I bought this at, I think, like 8 years ago or something, and I tried to give it away or something, but I don't know, it doesn't want to go away from me, so I still have a lot. So I had already for a long time the idea to knit a cardigan for my daughter, and because it's already such a long time in my head, I just thought as well, okay, this is worth an invitation for the knitting party or the cast-on party. So I casted on the Rove Cardigan. I need to check the designer. The Velvet Acorn. And her name is Heidi May, the designer. And I knit it in the size, because my daughter is 8 years old, I'm knitting the size 9 to 11 years. And maybe I will even go, the setup row, I used that age, but I even will go to size small, I think. With the raglan increases, I think I will go to size small. And it's really nice because there are many sizes. So from the age of 1 year old until 4XL is this pattern. And it's really nice, but it's actually supposed to be having the pattern actually advised to knit it in garter stitch, but I knitted it in a stockinette stitch because I thought it was more prettier with the cotton. So yeah, I'm going to show you. So I'm not that far yet, but this is how it will turn out to be. So I used the green color and then the white and then the blue. And now I already put it on my daughter, but I think I need to increase a little bit more. And also the pattern actually advises to increase and then just knit until that amount of inches are reached. But I don't like that much because I think the raglan increases are so pretty, so you don't see that. Yeah, I like it better like this, that it goes into the armpit, but yes, of course with children it's sometimes not possible, I think. I don't know. But so I'm still in doubt what I will do. I need to increase two rounds now, and then I have to decide if the raglan is long enough to reach her armpit or not. So I'm really curious, but oh, look at that, it's so cute, so nice. Yeah, so after this I will do the white again, and then the green, then white, then blue, then white, then green, and so on and so on. Yeah, very nice. It's very I think the Pima cotton or the cotton from We Are Knitters is really beautiful and very nice to knit with. So, and they have so many colors, and now my local yarn store, Cross and Woods, also sells these, so it's really nice. Yeah, and it's very soft and very cool. So in the summertime, I think my daughter would really like this. Yeah, just to have this as an extra layer when it's a little bit cold, but not too cold, to put it on. Yeah, so I hope she will enjoy it. Let me see what we have. Just checking my little book. Oh yeah, the Legwarmers. So I wanted to have black Legwarmers for such a long time, and I just didn't cast it on because there was always something else coming in between. How does this happen? Always, especially when I'm recording. yeah. It feels like, oh, but I do actually like it when it's in a knot, but to get it out, to unwind it, but not when I'm recording. So please, yarn ball, behave. Okay, so what's happening? Oh, and I wanted to, because my husband is now outside and it's Easter weekend, he went to a playground. So I got the time to record, and I thought, oh, maybe I have some time as well to knit, but I don't think I have. So these are the second pair of Legwarmers that I'm making from the Jamison Spindrift Shetland wool. And I want to show you as well. I'm going to stand up because the first one I finished. Look at that. And this is a knitted sock as well. But I'm very, very happy that it's finished. I heard my husband coming home with the children. I will go down and I will be back. I'm sorry, I just needed to check if my husband was home again with the kids, because my eldest has a friend coming over to play. I don't know. And she will be picked up in a couple of minutes. So, but they weren't there, so I heard a different noise. Yeah, I wanted to have black Legwarmers for a long time, because I already have grey Legwarmers, but I don't wear them that much, because sometimes I don't feel if that color is right for me. So I'm very happy with the black ones already, because I'm wearing the other one and I think it looks gorgeous. And I casted on the other one immediately. And I think if I just, I want to finish them actually this week. So maybe next week I can record again, I hope. And then this is finished. But it's not, how you say, necessary, of course. What I talked about earlier. But what I'm using is the 2.25 millimeter needles from Chaogu, and I'm doing the magic loop method, and I casted on 64 stitches, and I'm doing the 3x1 rib, so 3 stitches to knit and 1 stitch to purl, and and then something like this size or something. So I hope next week I can wear them, because the weather is still cold enough to wear Legwarmers. How nice is that? Yeah, it's not that I don't like the sun. I really like the sun, and I like to go to the beach as well and all those things, but because we live nearby the beach. But I don't know, the cold weather, it has something, or I like it as well. So before making a little bit haste before the kids come home, I have made the, what's it called? Let me see. The Barbroetop. And it says it's the pattern from Knitting for Olive, but I don't think that's true. I'll just check the pattern. I always keep in this plastic bags. I preserve the patterns. So the Barbroetop, but who is the designer? It doesn't say it. Let me see. No, because I think it's someone else. On Ravelry it said someone else. Well, I will just check it later, and if I see it, I will just put it inside somewhere. But I'm knitting up the size L, and it's knitted on the size needle. On a 3.5 millimeter needle, but I went down to a 2.5 millimeter needle, because I'm using the Thin Line from Sandeskar, and it has a little bit, I didn't got the gauge that is recommended. So I went a size, needle size down, and actually I think it's more better. It's really, how you say, of course it's a little bit more open, so if you yeah, put your face in your garment. No, so it's a little bit see-through, but I think with the 2.5mm needle, it's a little bit less see-through, and I like that better. And as you can see, the thin line, so I don't even know what it is. So it's 53% cotton, 30% viscose, and 10% linen. Yeah, we say linen. Yeah, but that's also in English, Marleen. Linen. And I coase the. I coase. That's coase is to choose in past tense in Dutch. So I chose the lilac color. It's not really a color that I am used to wear, but I thought we need a little bit more color this summer. And I think this will be the perfect summery top. And so flowy and airy it is with the thin line. Yeah, it's really beautiful and really soft. Really nice to knit with. I really love it. And I am really inspired to make this because of the podcast Claudia's Knits. And I really love that podcast as well. So thank you, Claudia, for making all those beautiful garments and inspiring me. And I think she went to the needle size down as well. Yeah, I think so. So, but yeah, oh, so beautiful, so nice, and it's matchy with my with my nails. I didn't do that on purpose, but very, very nice. So I'm really looking forward that it's finished, and it's very, how you say, the start of the pattern is actually with a lot of stitches, and then you think, oh, I'm never going to reach in the end or something. Is this normal? But it's normal. And then you diminish a lot to get this nice edge, and then you diminish actually in these stitches or these parts a lot, and then from this part on it's repeat the whole time. Yeah. So it looks, I think it looks also a little bit like waves or like shells, like shells. Yeah, really nice. Really looking forward to wear it on the beach as well. So the other thing that I wanted to cast on for a very, 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 very long time is the Maema Cardigan. And that's from, let me see where I wrote it down, from Pin Knits. And I have 4 skeins of Olivia and Oliver fibers, which I bought at Crochet in Woods on a fair for yarn as well in Zwolle. De handbreidagen. Nou goed. Handwerkdagen. Nee, handbrei. Nee, de breidagen. De breidagen. And it's merino fingering. And this is hand dyed by Tam from Olivia and Oliver Fibers. And it's a superwash. And the color is California Gold. Yeah. Oh, this really reminds me of Easter. Yeah. So I have 4 skeins. I'm knitting it on a 3.5 millimeter needle. And this is how much I already got. It's not that much, but it's enough. And it's really nice. It's such a nice pattern. It's amazing. It's half brioche stitch on the front here and on the back. And then for the sleeves, a normal stockinette. But it's really nice. And it's quite, I say, at this point, you already know what to do in the pattern. Or at least I do. And then you don't need to watch the pattern that much. And you just need to increase for the raglan the amount of stitches. And I use the stitch markers. and the amount of stitch markers that I need to increase. Yeah, it's really nice and really lovely pattern. Look at that. Oh, really looking forward on this color. Oh, sorry, I needed to watch myself. Yeah, very nice. But it will take a while to knit upon. And also because I was afraid, I've not knitted it much brioche, so I did a safety line. And also because Claudia Knits had it, I thought it's a good idea with the brioche. And what I did actually, because I have those interchangeables from Jagu, and do you see the little hole there? There? I put the yarn inside and just knitted it. But, really funny, I didn't, why doesn't it? I didn't get this stitch marker out, so it's still in that safe, how you say, in this, now, in this piece of yarn, string of yarn. So I put another one inside, but yeah, that's an advice for you. If you put it on in that little hole to knit, it's really easy to put on the safety line. But be aware of the stitch markers. Okay, I have 2 more WIPs to talk about. It's the What the Fate shawl from Andrea Maury from Drea Renee Knits. And I'm using, again, yarn from Olivia and Oliver Fibers. I don't know the name of the color anymore, but I will put it on Revelry. I need to work on Revelry this week as well for my project. And I have, let me see, this yarn, and it's from a Dutch yarn, from a Dutch yarn dyer. It's from Atelier Het Wolbeest, and it's a basic sock, and it's Autumn Leaves, and it's actually lace weight, so it's 600 meters for 100 grams. So it's not the recommended yarn size or weight, but because it's a shawl, it doesn't matter, I thought. Because this is it. And I think it's actually really beautiful because of the lace weight of the darker color. You can see more the brioche stitches in between from the lighter color. And it's really nice. And as you can see, I did a safety line here. And I did again a safety line here. So yeah, and it's really nice. I need to increase still 11 times 4 rows, so 44 rows. And then I'm finished. And for 1 row is actually with 1 color. So it's actually 2 rows with 1 color. So 22 times of 1 color in Epic. And then there will be a part of stockinette. So I'm actually looking forward to that because, as you know me, there's some point that feels like now, okay, I know this, and when do we go to the next part? But I'm really enjoying it. So lovely and nice, really beautiful. And this is really my comfy go-to work. It's knitted on a 3.25 millimeter needle on a Jagu interchangeable again. I really love those, by the way. And it's looking so pretty and so lovely. Oh, really looking forward to wearing this, especially the brioche. It's so squishy. It's like garter stitch, but even more. I don't know how to, it's so airy inside. So, and this will be the part that is really around my neck. Yeah, so I don't know exactly if I have the right angle now again, because I had to go downstairs because my husband was back with the children. And we drank some tea. So I made some tea for myself as well. It's a nice cup. I bought this at the local store, or not a local store, I think it's a chain in the Netherlands, but really nice. This is really my favorite cup. And but what I was trying to tell you is that this is the part that goes around your neck, of course, and I think, oh, I can really look forward feeling this in the even now in the spring, in the cold springtime. Really, really nice. You can also see the weather, of course. This is the state of the Dutch weather now. But yeah, I'm just going to continue with this, and eventually there will be a stockinette part, as I told you already. So I'm looking forward to that as well. And then I will do some fading of the colors, but actually you already need to fade here, but I decided not to. So I'm only using these two colors, and then I will fade away and use another brownish yarn as well. Then my last whip, and actually it's a spontaneous whip. I casted it on last week, or this week actually, on I think Wednesday or Tuesday evening. And for some reason it just caught me and I cannot put it away, and it's really addicting. It's the Sweet Shop blanket from Laura Penrose, and I got this far now. So I'm using the alpaca header from Manos de Uruguay. Maybe you remember it from a different sweater, which I used this color as well, with some color work. It just wasn't my sweater, so I ripped it out, so I frogged it. And I thought, this needs to be a blanket, but I couldn't find a real good pattern. And for some reason, this popped up every time on Instagram and on podcast or anything. And I thought, yeah, this is the pattern that I need to make. So I decided just to cast it on. And I'm using as well, I don't know if I have, no. This is Filcolana Pernilia, I think, with different colors. And these are actually all the colors that I'm using. So all the colors are now attached. And it's really addicting because, I don't know for why, but because the way you knit this on this part, you want to finish it. It's really funny. And also with this part, in the middle, so I have a little bit of a yarn situation here. The yarn isn't cooperating today, but also with this, for some reason I really want to finish this triangle, and then I'm finished and can do something else. But that's why I already have this part already. I think it's a really quick knit. Of course, the Manos de Uruguay is sport weight, so it's I knit this on a size 3.5 millimeter needle, and the Filcolana I knit it on 3.5 millimeter needle, just to get the right gauge. This is the Rauma Fino, and I think you can already see it. I knit this on a 4 millimeter needle, but I think I will also do it on a 3.5 because it's a little bit too wide. And I'm not going to do too difficult about the gauge, because actually it's a DK weight pattern. So the gauge is already off, but it's going to be a blanket, so it doesn't matter. And I really enjoyed that as well. I think I will add one color as well, like more greenish ocean kind of green, more lighter as well. And I want actually maybe one color of pink, different fade kind of color pink than this Bordeaux, I think, and this pink as well. but I'm not sure. In 2 weeks I will go to the Knit and Knot, so maybe that's a yarn fair here. I hope I will find something there, and otherwise the Cross and Wood, my local yarn shop, sells Vulcolana as well. Yay! And this is going to be such a nice, soft, nice blanket as well, because the Maas de Uruguay is alpaca and it's really, really soft. Very, very nice. And yeah, so can I recommend this? Yes, we can. Really nice pattern. And I think at the end I will also knit an edge which is beautiful. I think maybe an I-cord edging or something like that. Yeah, it will be very, very nice, I think. So that's it actually, all my projects. And unfortunately I don't have any time today, as you noticed, to record in Dutch anymore. So hopefully next time I will be able to record, but not this time with Easter. And I wanted to record now because I have so many whips, and otherwise I don't know how to talk you through all those whips again. No, of course we do, but don't be so dramatic, Marleen. Oh, so funny. Sometimes I can really my mind always has, I think everyone has that, but it thinks about already so many things that it's difficult to explain, especially in English, what I want to say. So thank you so much for coming until the end of my episode, and thank you so much that you enjoy. I hope you enjoy the podcast as well, even though my English is like the most Dutchy English you can get. And I hope you have a nice Easter as well. I don't know if you celebrate it, but here in Europe I think most of the people celebrate Easter as well. And I hope it is with family and gives you a nice feeling. Like me, I always enjoy Easter so much. Tomorrow we're going to family again, and we're going to first, before we go to family, with our neighborhood. It's a very nice neighborhood where I live in, where we have a garden that is together with all the neighbors. We're going to hide all the Easter eggs from chocolate, and the children are going to search for the Easter eggs, and it's really nice. Yeah, it gives you such a warm feeling inside. Yeah, so nice to have that as well, that we live in a very nice neighborhood where we actually, most of the neighbors we know. Yeah, and that's actually, I think, especially in the big cities of Holland, it's not always like that. But here in The Hague, yeah, we have a neighborhood. Fortunately, we found a neighborhood like that. I hope you had something to knit on, or to crochet on, or to craft on in this episode, and you enjoyed it as well. And I hope to see you next time again. Happy day. Marleen, I don't say happy day. Of course, I wish you a happy day. No, have a nice day, have a nice evening, and have a nice night. And happy knitting. Bye bye. Hello! Hello and welcome to my knitting podcast. This is episode 29 and hello and welcome to my knitting podcast. This is episode 29 and this is a play. Okay. Hello. Nee.